Hello everyone, this is Thompson back again, and today we are actually on the live server. I haven't really been on the live server all that much since the 8.4 test server went up, but I wanted to do another Tanking with Thompson episode, and pick up where we left off. So, today we are going to be focusing on the medium tanks in my garage. I actually have 5, and let me show you. I have 4 right here, and there's a reason for that. The 5th one is something called the Super Potion, and this tank plays nothing like a medium whatsoever, even though it is said to be a medium. It is not. It is truly a heavy in disguise. So I'm going to say that for the heavy episode, and today focus on those true mediums that are in my garage, such as the M4 Sherman or the Cromwell. Medium tanks. These are perhaps my favorite type of tank in this game. I really enjoy the play style of a fast-moving tank that has maneuverability, but also has the gun and armor to be able to actually get into those fights and come out alive. I am just looking at my stats on my iPhone right now. I have 2,000 games in light tanks, 2,000 in heavy tanks, 2,000 in tank destroyers, and 2,000 in self-propelled guns. I have 6,000 in medium tanks. That goes to show you how much I love my medium tanks. My favorite medium tank line would be the American branch. I'm enjoying the British and the German. Haven't tried out the Chinese, French, or Soviet, that's the last one that I'm thinking of. Haven't tried out those 3 yet. And I don't think I will, at least for quite a while. I want to focus on getting everything, researched for the American line, the Brits, and the Germans, because I enjoy those the most. I may eventually touch on those, but at least not for now. Anyways, back to the medium tanks. Have 4. M4 Sherman. This is my doping tank. I have heat rounds loaded in right now, since of course you can purchase them for credits now. So I have those loaded in, half and half between high explosive and heat rounds, but I don't really use the high explosive rounds all that much actually, even though I have half and half. Equipment, vents, and gun rammer. Haven't really found anything else yet. Might get enhanced gun lane drive, I don't really know just yet. I'll think about that. Let's continue on with this guy. 91% on their first skill. 4 of the 5 are repairs. 1 is, commander is the 6th sense. Yeah. So I quite enjoy this tank. It does put a hurt on the credits though, but I do have 2 premium tanks, and if you do well, you can come out with, not even a loss, maybe break even, or even maybe making a small profit despite the high shell cost. And even if you do lose, as long as you did good, you shouldn't lose all that much. M48, my only tier 10. I keep on pondering selling it because I don't play it all that often. But of course I play it and absolutely love it. And then don't play it. So I will not be selling this. Again, standard jammer Vince. And this guy is interesting because it comes with the APCR rounds as its standard rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna take these guys off while I'm looking at it right now and put on full APCR ammo. Let's see. Oh, 1 second. I will be right back. My apologies there, everyone. The phone rang. Let's get back to the M48. This is actually one of only 2 tanks in my garage that I had 3 crew stills on. The other being the E75. I have brothers in arms for their first still, repairs for these 3, and sixth sense for the commander, mentor for the commander for their 3rd still, snapshot, off-road driving, and relaying. No real reason for those. Just seemed a good idea at the time. I quite enjoyed this gun, though. The shells travel extremely quickly. They have a very high penetration, high accuracy on the move, very good aiming time. Yeah, so I really liked this tank actually, despite my my consideration for selling it constantly. But oh well. I think the only thing I don't like about it is that it has pretty poor armor and pretty poor mobility for when you're comparing it to other tier 10 medium tanks. You know, of course the E50M has worse mobility, but this one is still worse, I would say, than the others. Let's see, moving on to the Cromwell. Standard equipment. Yeah. Do you notice a change here? I quite enjoy my Yammer and I quite enjoy my Vince. Yes, I know. True. First skill, same as the Sherman, only they are at 75% versus 91%. Let's see. Oh, and there's that phone again. Oh, and somebody else picked it up. Yay! So I can keep recording. Let's see. This tank is very maneuverable, but it also has a very nice sniping weapon, or somewhat nice sniping weapon, but is excellent for doing circling, even better than the Easy 8, I would say. And the Easy 8 was one that I had, what, 750 games? 782 games. So I think this tank will replace the E8 for that flanking circling need that I seem to have. Because it is so maneuverable, it is so fast, and the gun can take up a whole ton of rolls while still doing an extreme amount of damage. So I quite enjoy that. The only thing it doesn't have is armor. But I've come to find that they're normal as I've been grinding the American tree. Last, we have the Panther II. All I can say is, this tank is always going to have a spot in my garage. It is amazing. It doesn't excel in any one spot other than sniping. Mobility is probably worse than the majority of the other tier 8 tanks, but I still absolutely love it. I love it more than my Pershing, and the Pershing I absolutely loved. It has high amount of hit points. It has a high engine power per ton, and the weight of it is such that you can go and jam people. You know, as long as they don't get out of the way, you are a very good ramming machine. E50 is probably better than this, but it still gets the job in ramming done. I love the 8.8 centimeter on this tank. Excuse me. It's a very nice sniping gun. The only thing that's bad about it, is the aiming time. Anything else is great. Especially when you're coming from the Panther with its 135 damage. Now you're up to 240, so that's very nice. Rammer, events. Still notice that pattern? I think I have it on almost every tank that I can get rammer and vents on. I have rammer and vents. I also have the vertical stabilizer Mark 1. Stock, this tank is not good on firing on the move. But once you put the vertical stabilizer on, it's not as great as the pushing, but it is still good. So, let's see, let's go ahead and start up the gameplay. Let's go ahead and go with the M4 first and try it out. One of the things that's very nice about this tank, it will usually be top tank, and even if it isn't top tank, it will still see tier 6s, mostly in the games where it isn't top tank. You know, obviously. I'm just saying the obvious here. But it doesn't see tier 7s actually. Well, not all that much. It does see tier 7s, but not much, which is interesting. So, let's go ahead. On this map, with this game mode, I usually go this way. And let me just go and check my audio settings. Yeah. All good. Sounds a little quiet, so I don't know what that's all about. But let's just go with it. It could be because I turned it down the other day. And oh, come on. In Windows. So not inside the game, actually inside Windows. So let's go ahead and take a shot. Oh, tasty and freely. Like, come back out, buddy. Come back out. Oh, stop lagging. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that was not fun. Whenever I do recordings, I keep on forgetting the buttons to repair my track. I don't know what that's all about. When I'm doing just regular gameplay, I can literally do that within, about 0.5 seconds. I can have my track fixed. But when I'm doing recordings, I always get them mixed up. So, I had to work on that. Let's go ahead and go back to Garage. We can do that again later because that seemed to lag quite a bit when we went in. So I don't know what that's all about. My hard drive light is a solid red. So let me go ahead and stop recording and I'll be right back. You're back. I don't know what that's all about. It's still red, but it seems to not be red when we get out of the game. So I don't know what that's all about, unless it's just because we are recording. Anyways, let's go and play the M48. And something funny keeps on happening to me. So I'm playing the I recorded a game with the FV215B183 on the test server, and when I'm trying to save it, or I can type in the name of it, I keep on typing in VK. I as in a German tank. So I just find that kind of funny how much I've been typing in VK lately, and so now whenever I type in FV, it always comes out VK. But moving on. Oh, we're a top tank. Well, I mean, we're always top tank, but there are no other tier 10s in this game. Interesting. I do get 2 more tier 9s though, so that's not too good. Let's go ahead and run over these supply crates right here, and then head to city. Unless I'm playing like a very slow tank, I will usually go city on this map. I found it is far more influential in the actual battle outcome than the valley is. And I really have... Oh, I'm spotted. Oh, it's that bad chat over there. And I wonder why my game keeps on sputting. Let's take a... miss. It only has a 7-second reload though, which gives it an amazing damage per minute. And there you go. I don't know if you just see the shell velocity right there. It's almost an instantaneous hit at whatever what am I trying to say? Whatever distance. It is almost instantaneous because of how quickly the shell travels, which is amazing. Only problem is that because I don't play this tank all that often, because it does lose money every single game. But it excuse me for a second. But because I don't play this tank every day, I keep on forgetting about the high shell travel speed, and so I keep on trying to aim forward from the tanks like I would with my E75. So I keep on missing, and it's just so freakishly annoying. And then I realize that I'm playing this tank with its high shell travel, and I settled right back down again. So it's just kind of funny. Funny, those things that you never think about until you don't play the tank, and then you think about them. He's down. I always think about selling this tank. Oh, who do I have behind me? T-54. There you go, I hit it right that time. I always think about selling this tank when I'm not playing it, because I don't play it all that often, and I always think that I hate it when I don't play it, which is completely untrue. But I always think about selling it. But as you can see, I've yet to sell it. Oh well. Oh well. I'm dead. We did do some good damage in that game though. So, well, let's go ahead and go back to garage. Alright, so that is done. I am very sorry I need to stop recording again, because I think the space on my hard drive is going to go bye-bye. And I think that we are running out of space, so I don't want to have to stop recording right in the middle of a game. So I'm going to stop here and then pick up at a later time once I can get my hard drive figured out. So I will be right back for you guys. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome back. That will only be a 3-second blip probably for you guys, but for me it was about 3 hours. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. We played the M48, so let's go and do the Cromwell. You guys have seen this Cromwell very much. I believe I've put out 3 videos for it. Non-commentated. I don't think I've done a commentary with this guy just yet. Let's see, what do we have? Assault Westfield. Via defending. In case you guys did not know, they are going to be removing this game mode. Well, for this map, I mean. This one and the one on Malinoka. So both of those, you'll no longer see those. I can only assume they are taking it away for balance reasons, and then probably going to put it back in later on. But I can see why they're taking it out, since in both times the opposing team has to attack uphill, which you never want to do. So, anyways, moving on to the Cromwell. Very fun tank, very fast tank. If you know how fast the Hellcat is, that tank can do 72 kilometers per hour. Excuse me. But this tank can beat it up a hill, so it is extremely quick, and you have to watch out for occasions like that. Can we hit these guys? Perhaps? No. Ah, we have a house in the way. That is why. Oh, this M6. Nice tasty M6. That looks like a hit. And if he was still there, that would have been another hit. But let's keep moving. This tank is also very agile. It doesn't have a good amount of armor, but it's a great tank for doing circling moves on the enemy. Oh, let's go over here. I'd have to say that this tank has probably the maneuverability of a light tank, but packs the gun of a medium tank. So I really liked that. And I believe it was very fast in the war as well. Did we hit him? No. What's in the way? Oh, looks like a wall. Did I do it? Let's go help over here. Let's see, who's up there? SU-85. We can take care of him. So, come here, buddy. Come on, bud. Go over here. T-29. Careful to avoid friendly fire. It is pretty humorous, because I do play so aggressively, I tend to get team killed a lot. So, especially lately, I don't know what that's all about. Oh, there's another check. Can we hit this guy? Nope. Alright, let's move on. There you go. And boom. There you go, he's down. Fast rate of fire on this gun as well, especially for the damage it puts out. Oh, I think he has a howitzer. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. Short stubby barrel. Long reload rate. Low accuracy. That is definitely the 105. Let's see, can we get a lot on him? Can we, without getting shot? Don't want to get shot. Dope guns and this tank do not mix. Dope guns in any tank do not mix, but this tank especially. Since it has that limited armor, it can get penetrated by the high explosive shells. Alright, light tank over there. Alright, so we have a 122-44 turning our flank. But he's probably going to be focused on base. And now we are going to be on our own, I think. So, advance cautiously. KV-1 is down. M6 is down though. Which is good. M6s, despite their reputation, can be very dangerous. Especially once you get fully upgraded. The 90mm gun is very dangerous on it. You know, not as dangerous as, say, a KV-1S, but still very dangerous, and it does have a good amount of armor if you put it into a tier 6 game, going up against tier 5s mostly. But once you get it against tier 8s, then it's not fun. That's all I can say about it. That E8 appears to have disappeared. Well, how do you do that? Yeah. Oh well. We can zoom around here. I wonder if that T-29 is still over here. Let's go and investigate. The heavy. Oh, there's Mr. E8. And that T-29 is down there. So, stop, zero in. Stug 2. He's looking at me. Let's take out this E8 first though. Stug appears to be using the dupe, but with high explosive. Yep, see that shell arc? That's definitely the dupe gun. But he's down. High rate of fire, high accuracy, high damage. Plus, excellent maneuverability. This tank is awesome. I do realize the Comet... Oh, come on. That's a problem though. Of course, I do play very aggressively, as I've mentioned before. And with this tank, I do seem to hit every sort of hill. And I do not realize they are hills until I've gone over the hill and have lost my track. There is a KV-1S. That is definitely a miss. Spotted. Get away. He can easily one-shot me. But he can't one-shot me if he's not looking at me. Who's over there? Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good. Yep. Ah! Oh, yeah. Well, let's not outstay our welcome, which is what we are doing right now. So, let's zoom away. Use that speed to our advantage. I may kill that 1S. Oh, you're at it. Yeah, he's still alive. There's that IS behind us. Yeah, he wants me. He wants me revenge for the 3 people I've taken to the grave. His buddies. But he can't catch me unless, you know, I do that. But all their heavies, well, all now their team is up north. So let's... I'm so used to seeing the M5A ones now that the Chinese are out. It's so rare to see a just regular M5 now. Actually pretty humorous. Oh, and I'm the last one alive. And so time to run. They only have 20 seconds left now. They can't hope to kill me if I hide behind this building over here. GG, and I do believe we win. Yep, win. Good. Well, that was an exciting game. Second to most damage. Most experience. 13,000 damage, 11,000... I'm sorry, 1,300 damage, 1,100 upon detecting. Fun little tank. I want to go and check on something. Would it be? There it is. 57% win ratio, which is very high for me. Usually I'm right around 54 for the newer tanks I've got. Alright, let's go and try out the Panther II. This is another one you guys have seen a lot. Well, you've seen a lot of my mediums a lot, except for the M48. This is another one that I really do enjoy. And I'll show you why in a second. Well, even here, it looks great. I mean, it's a nice looking tank. The only thing I don't like is that turret plate right there. Everything else very sleek. It looks very German too, and I liked that German design. You know, no, I like that straight, no curves type. Yes, I do realize it isn't the greatest for filming purposes. The thing I liked about this tank, it can do everything except for circling, and it can do the majority of everything very well, unlike the pushing, which is the only other tier 8 medium that I've tried. And that one, it can do most things, but it doesn't exactly do them very well. This tank can do everything except for circling, as I mentioned, and it can do them well. The pushing, you couldn't brawl with it, you couldn't go head to head with heavies, because the gun, while the gun wasn't bad necessarily, you couldn't go head to head with it. You always had to have protection because of the decrease in, well, you have 180 millimeters of penetration. That's not enough to go head to head with heavies. But this one has 203 millimeters, and you can penetrate the bottom of a Tiger II with it. You know, you can't go head to head with tier 9 heavies, but tier 8 heavies cannot go head to head with tier 9 heavies. So it's kind of asking the impossible. But against a tier 8 heavy or below, this tank performs very nicely. It's not as mobile as the pushing, I'll give it that. It doesn't have the wonderful accuracy on the move. Tiger, can he hit ya? Nope. He can hit me though. Come on. Peek out. Peek out. There you are. Gun mantlet is hard to penetrate on a Tiger tank. Really, the only thing that is hard to penetrate on a Tiger. Yep. I'm pretty sure that we hit him. Let's see if we can't hit this IS. Yep. T-32, can we get you? Yeah. There we go. Tiger coming up. And I showed my sides there. I was lucky. T-34 is facing me. I need to get back. Base captured. This is in county, so we don't need to worry about that right now. Who hit me? KV5. KV5 is the only one that I can't go head to head with, because he can generally penetrate my armor every time. And he also has a higher damage per minute than me. So that's the only problem. M6. Tasty. Here's one shot for that T-25, so... Oh well. Tiger. I love the reload of this gun too. It's very nice. It's 6.5 seconds. He's down. T-43. Have my gun? Nope. He's smart. Alright, so that T-34 is still alive. Where is he? Not spotted. Alright. Oh, how is that 0 damage? Hear that turret? He's down. Hit that SU. T-43, you coming around? Nope. Come on, buddy. Oh well. Good work.
The driver is hit. He can barely steer. We've had it. Let's get out of here.
As long as they don't see the flanks, the armor is actually pretty good. Just don't expect it to bounce most tier 8 heavies. But it's still pretty nice armor. Which is something you don't really get on any other medium tank at tier 8. You know, other than the Type 59. There we go. 2400 damage. Did the most on my team. The reload is 6.5 seconds. And it deals 240 average damage. That's a large amount of damage per minute for a tier 8 medium tank. Let's go and see if there's any other. So that's German. Centurion. Which one is better? I think this one. Usually the lower number is the one for the first tank that you get it on. And since this is the first tank you get this gun on, I'd assume it's the lower number. So let's see. 7.5. 230 average. What's this one? 7.79. So not all that much of a difference. Pushing, I know, is a lot slower. It's 6.9, I believe, with 100% true rammer and vents. This guy doesn't count. Fins don't count. T44. What about you? 7.59, 230. So all seems like all are very similar, except for that one. That was pretty bad actually, in terms of rate of fire. Which could just be the one that I was looking at. Anyways, all very similar, but this one definitely wins out. And as I was saying, I absolutely love it. So expect to see more gameplay from this guy. And let's go and play that Truman again, because I had said I got a pretty bad game in it. Here we go. This should be fun. Mostly tier 4s, some tier 5s. 1 OD per team. SU-26. SU-26 is pretty dangerous, I found. But they're only dangerous if you sit out in the open for them to find you. Much like any other artillery piece. So people, if you're having a problem with artillery, hide, okay? It's not science, okay? Just hide behind any hill, okay? If you're getting one-shotted by Artie, either you are very, very, very unlucky, they are very, very, very smart, because they found a good place to hit you, or you just don't know where to hide. Okay, simple as that. Sorry to put it so bluntly, but I get so annoyed at the people on the forums. You know, those guys who always complain about artillery, but they don't play artillery, and they are never bothered to learn to use already safe paths and rocks and hills and whatever. You know, they don't bother to learn the general areas where Odie is hiding, and then say, oh look, Odie is hiding in E1. Look, this is a hill, so this must be an Odie safe zone. No, they don't say that. Instead, they come over here and sit out in the middle of the open for Odie to shoot them, and then they complain on the forums. But I am not here to rant, I am here to play tanks. So, very sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay, yep, that game. And there we go. Can we hit this M5? Can we? Yep, we did. We can hit him. The overpoweredness of this tank is insane. Except for when you get check shots. That's the word I'm trying to use. He's dead, so I didn't need to spend any time putting my troop towards him. As interesting, the accuracy is pretty bad, according to the stats, but I hit a ton of shots. If I zero in and aim correctly, I just hit and hit and hit. I think that's one of the things that makes this tank overpowered. Once you get a 100% true, it's easy to hit stuff. Except for that. Yeah, what was I just saying? I always had those moments. Like that. You see? How far is that? 400 meters. And that's the other portion where the whole Germans have accuracy thing is stupid. Because I can do that with a tube gun. Or that. Because that doesn't really matter. So this is so close. I know that there's a KV-1S down there. No. KV-1. No need to add in that S afterwards. Just a KV-1. There's what, A2 health. And from jumping up that cliff. There's a 3-4 still around here. There's a KV. Of course I'm behind a rock so I can't hit him. Here buddy. Here buddy. I need to shoot you. I need to shoot you. Yep. There we go. Guys want me to come across the airfield right now? No. I'm going after this KV-1. There are far more targets down here. If I can get up there in time, I might be able to get Top Gun out of this. I'm at 5 kills right now. There we go. Top Gun. I've had so many 5-kill games. There's Mr. SU. Let's see if we can hit him. 280 meters. Nope. Ah, well. I'm wondering if that was the SD-26 who hit me. I don't think so. That last one, that dealt 58, I think that was a Panther 38 NA. And yes, I do call them Panzers, I don't call them PZs, like majority of the rest of people on YouTube. I just find it easier to say Panzer over PZ. I used to call it PZ. But if you do call it PZ, I have nothing against you, okay? Just my way of speaking. It's easier for me, but might not be for you. There he is. Mr. Panzer. Hey buddy. He's AFK. And I miss. Oh well. GG. Good. Oh, a Top Gun on camera. That's pretty good. Well, 11,000 for a loss. But still, that was very fun. 1800 damage. 1,800 damage. Excuse me. Still the most on my team. With this tank, you can easily get up into the 2,000 zone if you know what you're doing. And that's amazingly OP. That's amazingly overpowered. When you can deal 2,000 damage in, oh, what? 7 shots? And a tier 5? That's not artillery. That's crossing the bounds right there. But, you know what? While it's there, I might as well use it. That's my theory. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. And next time, I will be doing the heavy tanks. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be entering this bad boy in the heavy tanks since it plays so similar. And I also only have 2 heavy tanks currently in my garage, so might as well add this guy in and supplement that. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.